French President Emmanuel Macron, on a symbolic visit to Rwanda Thursday, said France had a role, a history and a political responsibility towards Rwanda. But he stopped short of an official apology, saying France had not been complicit in the 1994 genocide. "Standing here today, with humility and respect, by your side, I have come to recognize our responsibilities," Macron said in a speech at the Kigali Genocide Memorial, where the remains of 250,000 victims of the 1994 genocide are interred. He said France had a duty to admit the suffering it inflicted on the Rwandan people by too long valuing silence over the examination of the truth. Macron is the first French leader since 2010 to visit the Central African country, which has long accused France of complicity in the mass killings of Rwandan Tutsis. In his speech at the Kigali Genocide Memorial, Macron said France was not complicit in the genocide. France has a role, a story and a political responsibility to Rwanda. She has a duty to face history head-on and recognize the suffering she has inflicted on the Rwandan people by too long valuing silence over the examination of the truth. The French president arrived in the capital, Kigali, early Thursday and was welcomed by Rwandan President Paul Kagame. The Rwandan president on Thursday hailed his French counterpart for recognizing France's role and responsibility in the 1994 genocide. His words were something more valuable than an apology. They were the truth, he told a joint press conference after the two leaders held talks in Kigali. 1. Visit follows two reports on 1994 genocide. Macron's visit followed the release of two reports completed in March and in April that examined France's role in the genocide and helped clear a path for Macron's visit. The French report, which was commissioned by Macron and released in March, included a damning indictment of Paris's role in the bloodshed. In findings accepted by the French government, the historians accused Paris, which had close ties to the ethnic Hutu regime behind the massacres, of being blind to preparations for the genocide and said it bore serious and overwhelming responsibility. The commission found no proof, however, of French complicity in the bloodshed. French blindness. From Rwanda to Algeria and the colonial-era looting of African art, Macron has gone further than his predecessors in shining a light on unsavory chapters of France's past in Africa. The last French president to visit Rwanda was Nicolas Sarkozy, who attempted to break the ice by admitting to serious mistakes and a form of blindness on the part of the French during the genocide.